Diwali with Ravi. Unlike other Diwali concert events, which only highlight on-stage performances, Diwali with Ravi showcases other essential elements from religious rituals to entertainment that makes Diwali such a unique and special Hindu celebration. The purpose of this show is to help educate while entertain both the Hindu and non-Hindu community throughout all the demographics in Trinidad and Tobago.
देवा देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम ओ देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम तू ही आड़ तू ही है अनंत देवा महिमा तेरी अनंत तू ही आड़ तू ही है अनंत देवा महिमा तेरी अनंत गजाननम गित गणारि सेवितम उमा सुतम शक्ति नाशकनकम मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम ओ देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम निसा निसा सनि नमा मधा मा गमा सागनि सका मगम सा तू ही शक्ति तू ही विज्ञान देवा तू ही वेद पुराण तू ही शक्ति तू ही विज्ञान तू ही वेद पुराण गजाननम गणपति सेवितम उमा सुतम शुक विनाशकनकम मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशा देवा हो देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक मंगलम गणेशा देवा देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशा ओ देवा देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशा देवा गणपति देवा गणपति देवा Namaste, Sitaram, Happy Diwali 2020. Welcome to Diwali with Ravi, featuring my band Karma alongside Nisha B and Amit Dukram. This is brought to you by Digicel, 90.5 FM, TTT, Passage to Asia, UTC, Chatak Foods, The Little Store, Diya Styles, and NFM.
Puja is a ceremony or ritual during which we make offerings as prasad to a deity in order to receive blessings of good fortune. The word puja is Sanskrit and it simply means to honor or worship a particular god in Hinduism.
Sitaram, we have prepared Lakshmi Puja, and I am here with Pandit Lakshmidat. Pandit Lakshmidat, namaste.
Namaste.
And welcome.
Thank you very much.
We have a couple of questions for you. And the first being, what is the significance of the setup of the Vedi?
Well, in Hinduism, whenever we do puja, we express our thanks and appreciation to God for the many blessings and benedictions that we enjoy in life. And secondly, through the process of puja, we are able to seek that divine intervention, in this case of Mahalakshmi, for continued happiness, success, and good fortune. The Vedi is a recreation of the entire universe. At the center of the Vedi, we will consecrate the Kalsha, which symbolizes the presence of that Supreme Personality that firms the very foundation of our existence. The Kalsa is always placed at the center of the Vedi. So too, at the center of our lives, we invite the presence of that divine being. In our prayer, we ask, O Supreme Being, in our times of weakness, may you be our source of strength. In our times of darkness, may you be that light that would brighten our pathway. In our times of ignorance, may you grant us wisdom and intellectual purity that will guide our undertakings. So the Vedi is the symbol of the universe, and every aspect or every element of creation is represented by the offerings that we make. It allows us the opportunity to really understand who and what God is, a manifestation of this entire creation, and it enables us to find ourselves amidst all of that creation and connect with that Supreme Personality that we refer to in this case in the Diwali Puja as Mahalakshmi Devi. We light the Diya, and in so doing, we pray that, O Goddess Mother, in this beautiful mantra, may your light guide us, removing the darkness of ignorance, removing the many fears, and dispensing whatever problem, difficulty, challenge, or misfortune that may present itself in our lives. As we have consecrated the light, we pray to that Goddess Mother, O Mahalakshmi, your glories and your greatness are infinite indeed. As the rays of the sun most effulgently would remove the darkness of night, so too in our lives, O Goddess Mother Lakshmi, may you remove the many forms of darkness, ignorance, arrogance, hate. May you fill our hearts with the light of love. Bless us to be compassionate and forgiving. Lift us to the pinnacle of perfection in our every pursuit. We focus our mind upon that divine light, and we pray for the inspiration and the blessings of Goddess Mother Lakshmi, in whom we worship during this period of the Diwali. Hari Om Namaste Astu Mahamaye Shri Pite Surpujate Shankar Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namo Namam Adhyantarhite Devi Adya Shakti Maheshwari Yogaje Yoga Shambhute Mahalakshmi Namo Namam सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. O goddess mother of light, beauty, radiance and effulgence, these flowers I offer to you are the symbols of the purity of my heart. They are the expressions of my gratitude and my love in thanksgiving for the many blessings you have accorded unto me. May this light that I kindle today continue to brighten and illumine my mind intellectually, my heart with love, peace and joy, my words, my actions, my deliberations, and may you bless me that I may continue to rise to the pinnacle of perfection in enjoying a healthy, happy, progressive and productive life. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. And we offer the flowers at the feet of the Devi.
Panditji, what is the relevance of the light during the celebrations of Diwali?
The light in Hinduism, in particular, comes from a very basic mantra in our scriptures, the Vedas. Asito ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. From darkness, lead us to light. From ignorance, grant unto us wisdom. And from the misfortunes of the world, lift us to the pinnacle of achievement, accomplishment, and perfection. So the concept of light, on the whole, but in particular during the celebration of Diwali, has to do with a prayer and an invocation for the light of wisdom, the light of happiness, the light of success, and the light of prosperity. So it is very symbolic in almost everything that we pray for, taking us from darkness into light. So it has to do with transformation, reformation, from removing that which is dark, that which is negative, that which is impure, to that which is brilliant, that which is effulgent, that which is prosperous, that which is progressive, and that which will lift us to the pinnacle of achievement and success in our every endeavor. In fact, Mother Lakshmi in the Hindu pantheon of gods represents she who bestows all the disciplines that would facilitate wealth, success, and happiness. And of course, the symbol of all of this is symbolic in the light, in the kindling of that light, and in that prayer for the destruction of all the negative base tendencies and qualities.
It is said that Mother Lakshmi enters your home Diwali day at 6 p.m. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
The concept of Mother Lakshmi coming at the time of 6 o'clock is synonymous with when it begins to get dark. And in the practice of Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, our evening pujas and our evening devotions will take place at that very time when the sun begins to settle into the night. That period is called the time of Sandhya. And it is believed, according to Hindu scriptures and the teachings of the Vedas, that when we join our palms and when we worship, in particular when we light the lamp or the Diya, during this time, the incantation of the mantras, the chanting of the stotras are believed to create that energy that not only identifies with the reducing of the sunlight and the onslaught of the night, but it is believed to invoke prayers and mantras that while we would be experiencing physical darkness with the setting of the sun, we invoke that divine light that would give us the ability to see our way amidst the challenges and the darkness that life will sometime pose on us. So it is an opportunity to welcome Goddess Lakshmi on the day of Diwali at a time when it becomes dark. And at that time of Sandhya, when the sun settles into the night, then we kindle all the flames and we light all the Diya, symbolically saying that, O Mahalakshmi, in the middle of the darkest times of our life, in the middle of our adversities and very challenging times in life, may you forever be that source of light that would allow us to see our way, that would allow us to prosper, and would allow us to climb the ladder of achieving success in our every undertaking. So it is very synonymous that the pujas will take place at the time of Sandhya, at that time 6 o'clock when the sun goes down.
And right after that, we light the diyas, light up the streets, and we spread happiness.
And joy and
joy.
prasad to all our brothers and sisters.
Yes. Panditji, we are living in a time where everyone in the world, including those watching right now, we all need some type of prayer and blessings. Can you offer some blessings from Mahalakshmi Mata?
Definitely. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarastu me. May Goddess Lakshmi bless every home with food and grains, happiness, joy, togetherness, love and forgiveness. May she bless the hearts of all of mankind to continue to receive the abundance of her grace. May she continue to bless relationships, marriages, children and parents. May she bless our villages, our country and the world at large, that we may continue to enjoy health and maintain healthy practices. May she bless us that whatever we do, success and good fortune may come. May she reach into the hearts of all of God's children and bring transformation in the hearts, in the minds, in the homes, in the families of all of us. Hari Om Mangalam Vishnave Namo Namam Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sake Prabhu Trivirata Panivarana He Vibhu Ajajaneshwara Yadav Pahimam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Chasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन्य पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन्य पायो, पायो जी मैंने वस्तु अमोलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु, वस्तु अमोलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु, कृपा करे अतनायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन्य
are standing in what I would call the Willy Wonka factory of East Indian entertainment, the kitchen of the liquor store. And I'm here with the boss man himself, Mr. Vinayak Sankar. Welcome. Thank you for having us.
Pleasure, sir. Pleasure.
Yo, these sweets are phenomenal. The smell here makes me hungry. And if I had to work here, I would be fired because I would want to be eating everything inside, believe it or not. And behind me is my favorite, jalebi. Oh my God, I love it. So tell me, first question, what delicacies are made here?
So around this time of Diwali, we provide a wide variety of sweets. People, they know us a lot for our gulab jamun. That's a crowd favorite.
Of course.
You might know it as the fat kurma.
Yeah. yeah, the fat
Right?
kurma.
Another chart topper we have is the laddu. Our laddu. So laddu is definitely one of the most well-known laddus around the world, I would say. People, they know when they come to Trinidad, they had a year laddu. You know?
Definitely.
In accordance with that, we have pera, barfi, different flavors of barfi.
Oh,
we
really?
Yeah, we offer almond flavor and ginger flavor as
Oh,
well.
nice.
We even do coconut barfi, and
Yum.
sometimes we even do multicolored varieties. You know, some made from cashew, some made from pistachio, some made from almonds.
Oh, really?
Definitely, definitely.
Cool, that's amazing.
Furthermore, in preparation for Diwali Puja, during these COVID times, we also prepare the mithai that you would need for your personal worship at home. So we're talking about lapsi, sohari, tili cake, batasa, and even your own mohan bhog. We can fully prepare that for you.
Whoa, you guys make mohan bhog as well?
Yes,
Wow.
definitely. Two kinds. We make it with flour, and then there's with cream of wheat.
Oh, I love
So
the
different
cream of
textures.
Is it possible to see that? Can I see that?
Definitely.
Can I learn to cook that? Can you teach me?
We'll have the best teach you.
For real? Can I see that? Can I
Of
see that?
course. Let's go.
Alright, okay.
जग में दिल में निस दिन करती बंधन तेरी भक्तों जग के दिल में निस दिन करती बंधन तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की का तो सबके बंधन तू है शक्ति परमेश्वर की का तो सबके बंधन लक्ष्मी मैया उतारे तेरी आरती बरसातों माँ कृपा
Whoa, that was a cool experience. I never thought in my life I would actually make mohan bhog. That is so cool. So tell me, Mr. Sankar, I want to find out some stuff about this store in particular. I want to go back way back into history. What is the history behind the store? Starting with when was all of this created?
So it all started in the year 1960.
1960?
When my grandfather was actually serving in the police service at that time. And his wife, my grandmother, the late Divali Sankar,
Rest in
right?
peace.
Thank you. She was the one who pioneered preparing all of the ingredients that she would have needed to perform her daily worship. So in putting these things together, she became well known in the area from her neighbors that when they need to get something, she have it.
Yeah.
You know?
The go-to person.
Correct. So building on that, her children joined with her in forces, and they were able to take it to the next level, to which it has grown magnanimously over the past 20 years.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, with diversification in all industries, we were forced to make things easier, more convenient for people. And I mean, I'll be honest, it's good business, right?
Of course. And you would have mentioned your grandfather being a police officer. At any time did he retire to help with the store or anything like that?
Yes, after serving for umpteen years in the service, he eventually retired, being unfit for work.
Yeah.
And he devoted all of his time solely to building his business. You know, so he really pioneered alongside his wife and his children to make it what it is today.
So you're like what, the fourth or third generation?
So it started with my grandfather. My father stood by his side, and now I'm handling I'm the third generation.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
So he's the boss now. Coming to you.
I get in there. I get in there. Thank you. But yes, anytime you need any assistance at all, feel free to come to the store. Ask for my name. Ask for me. My name is Vinayak. You know, I'll be able to assist you in any way possible. Of
Okay.
course.
Vinayak, tell me something. How did COVID affect you? Well, the store.
Right. So this was actually a really touchy topic. It was like, I would say, a blessing in disguise. I'll be honest, it forced the entire world to economize itself, to take a step back, to look at things from a different perspective, prioritize the things that actually matter. You know?
I agree.
Yeah. And in that, it really gave another perspective of life to everyone, including this business, right? We were able to economize on the things that we do and make more things happen with less people, you know, with the entire social distancing and all of these things. And we actually take it very seriously here because
I saw that.
yeah, we try to implement as much things as possible to protect our customers because we really and truly put them first, right?
Yes. And being here, I have to commend you. I notice a lot, right? And the way that you handle COVID here, it's really good.
Thank you.
It's great, actually.
Thank you. I appreciate
so
that.
I think that is very important, and that shows that you put customers first.
Yeah, and I mean, we even go all the way down to the production of our sweets. We ensure that we keep our surfaces properly sanitized and have it, you know, prepared with the love that it deserves for your mithai to be offered to the Lord.
Yes,
You know?
and I personally really appreciate that. Even I saw a couple of signs in the kitchen,
Of course.
where no meat is allowed.
Correct.
And everybody have to be sanitized properly and everything like that. So that's really good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy to know that I buy stuff from the stores since I'm small.
We try our best to ensure that you receive the quality that you actually deserve. You know, in preparing yourself for worship, you want to ensure that the things that you use are properly well prepared for you to use and be offered sincerely.
Okay, speaking of well prepared, how do you handle Diwali, the day before Diwali and Diwali day in terms of delivery?
So Diwali day is like a day
mithais?
off.
I can imagine, right? Here's me like a carnival, right?
Yeah, definitely. We would consider that our Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So for Diwali, there's such a rush of customers. I can't wait to see what we're gonna expect this year.
For real.
You know, I already have, you know, so many plans to have my customer serviced. You know, I want to encourage you, and even you, Ravi, to consider using our WhatsApp service where you can call, place your order, send your list. We'll send back the prices to you. If you have any questions.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So when you come, you just have to pay the bill and pick up.
What's that WhatsApp number?
366-9732.
I'll pay to my phone one time.
Definitely, and you can send your sweets order there too. It'll be real easy.
I'll definitely do that because I came here last year, the day before Diwali, and wow, the amount of people were here.
Yeah.
And you were doing a great job with everything, but there were so many.
Hey, thank
people
God they
here.
get some sweets, eh?
Yeah, and he trained a extra gulab jamun for me and everything. I said, yeah,
Place
man.
your order, really, please.
Definitely. So thank you very much for having us here.
No
it was
problem.
a pleasure. I always wanted to see your kitchen.
No problem.
And this is like a history landmark for me personally. So
I really appreciate that.
thank you for having us.
No
man.
problem. My
Bodo.
pleasure.
You had to say Bodo.
Bodo.
तेरे गोद में सर है मैया और मुझको क्या डर है मैया तेरे गोद में सर है मैया और मुझको क्या डर है मैया दुनिया नजरे फेरे तो फेरे दुनिया नजरे फेरे तो फेरे मुझ पे तेरी नजर है मैया तेरे गोद में सर है मैया और तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, दिल में लगा तेरा दरबार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार। तेरा दर्श यहाँ भी है, मेरा दर्श वहाँ भी है, तेरा दर्श यहाँ भी है, मेरा दर्श वहाँ भी है, हर दुख से लड़ने को मैया तेरा एक जयकारा काफी है, काफी है। मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, तेरे गोद में सर है मैया, और मुझको क्या डर है मैया, दुनिया नजरे फेरे तो फेरे, दुनिया नजरे फेरे तो फेरे, मुझ पे तेरी नजर है मैया, तेरे गोद में सर है मैया, और मुझको क्या डर है मैया, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार, मैया तेरी जय जयकार। मैया तेरी जय जयकार।
Making of the Diya. There is a deeper significance to the Diya. The oil in the Diya symbolizes the dirt in the human mind, such as greed, jealousy, hatred, etc. The cotton in the Diya is symbolic of the self or the soul. The Diya presents light when the oil is burnt by the wick. Hence, lighting of the diyas signifies that one needs to get rid of the selfish and materialistic thoughts. Today, we take you to central Trinidad, Chase Village to be exact, which is known as the home of diya making.
Welcome to another exciting segment of Diwali with Ravi. This segment is called The Making of a Diya, and I'm so excited because I am going to make a diya. We're here at Marla's Fine Pottery, and I'm going to be interviewing Nicholas Benny. How are you, sir?
Good.
And welcome to the show. Thank you for having us. No.
Nice having you here.
Yeah,
To make a diya.
I'm really excited. But before we get to that, I want to find out something. What got you into making diyas?
It's a family tradition. We've been doing this for years. Even before my family came from India.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's linked to a whole line of family.
Okay. So how long, you have any idea how long this place is in existence?
My place is in existence about 15 years. But it was in existence because of my grandmother, Radhika Benny.
A tradition.
A tradition.
Yes.
So it's like family to family.
So you basically just grew up learning how
Grew
to
up
make
learning,
diyas.
yeah. By the time I was like 5, I was on the wheel taking a diya down for my grandparents.
Oh, because I would really like to learn it, but it looks so technical.
It is.
It looks
is.
easy, but
It
I
is.
have a feeling it's really technical.
It is.
Okay, so what are some of the ingredients used in making a clay diya?
This is a special type of clay. This clay is a sapate clay. It's a sticky clay.
Sticky clay.
A sticky clay. yeah.
Okay. And out of curiosity, how much clay does this company need to run for a month? Well, monthly, I don't know.
5 truckloads.
10 wheelers?
10 wheelers.
A month?
A month.
Wee, that's crazy. So you're saying that Diwali time is not the busiest time?
I make diyas from the day after Diwali.
Wow. Tell us about that.
You see, after Diwali, we have people that do prayers all year round. But then there are people that stock the diyas because for Diwali, we can't make all that amount of diyas to supply the country. So everybody starts after Diwali. It's like a crop. You make theirs and you pack it up.
So you say 5 10-wheeler trucks of clay here per month. How much does one truckload gives you in Diyas, that is?
About 50 to 100,000 Diyas.
50 to 100,000
Diyas.
Wow. So the process of making a Diya from the truck, when it's offloaded there, what happens? Take me through this entire process until I light that Diya. Tell me.
It's a long process. We have to prepare the clay. Maybe 2 days. When it's finished prepared, only then we'll bring it here.
You said prepare the Diya. You mean like what? Like process the clay?
Process the clay.
Okay, and then we bring it here to mold it. What do you mean by molding?
Molding with hand.
Your hand. That's
This
what I want
is
to learn.
what you have to do.
That's
That's what you want to try.
I want to learn that. And then after this process now, what we do?
We put it on the shelves.
Oh, so we just put it
We put it on the shelves and let them dry.
for what? Like 10 minutes? 50
No,
minutes?
no,
an hour?
no.
What?
Week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks to get
This
it proper.
takes 2 weeks.
It's all depends on the weather.
Oh, I just learned something. I thought this would take like what,
No,
2
no,
hours
no,
to try.
no, no.
Okay. And then after it's
After
dried,
this,
how do you get it ready?
Only then when we put it in the oven.
Oh, that is our oven?
Yes.
That looks like a chula on steroids. Wow.
Well, basically it is.
Okay, cool. And then after, so it's in the oven there, so I'm assuming that you have to kind of like bake it?
Bake, yeah. No,
For how long?
2 days.
2 days?
We light it today. It's a slow process. We light it, let all the moisture come out slowly, and then eventually you give it more fire and more fire
More fire.
until the whole thing gets like lava on top of it. It gets red like lava. It's that hot.
I would love to see that process sometime.
You will.
Cool, cool. So after that, what happens after that?
After that the next day it cools, and only then we can take it out and it's a ready product that could go to the puja stores.
So after it's in the oven for 2 days, you give it the next day.
The next day
to
to
cool.
cool,
out.
and then only then we empty it. We take the products out of the oven, and then we take it to the puja stores,
Okay.
and only then there you will get a Diya to buy.
I know that there was some kind of fire involved in the baking of the Diya,
Yeah, well-
but you actually have like a chula on steroids.
Yeah.
This, if you see this chula, it's huge. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take you to that chula now. You wanna take us there?
Yeah, let's go.
There we go. So tell me, Mr. Benny, this entire process with the wax Diyas, explain it to me. Let me hear.
There's another process altogether. Now we have to go through the firing stage. When the Diyas are finally fired, we take them out, and only then we can pour the hot wax into them.
Oh, okay.
So it's another process altogether.
So the hot wax, you have to like boil that, or how does that work?
Yes, it's a block of wax, so you're melting
And
them.
then melt it.
Only then when you put the wax, pour the wax into the Diyas, you'd see, then you put the wick into it.
Can I do that later on too?
Yes, everything, you're here to enjoy yourself.
Okay, so it's like you're pouring the wax into the Diya. And what about the wick?
You put the wick after,
After.
After.
And then we get
then you get a wax Diya.
a wax Diya. So here what? How about if you show me now about this? I want to do that.
Well,
So
let's
could you
start.
help me mold this Diya from clay.
निकले सिंदूरी गनचाई पवन के पग में नूपुर भाजे मायूर मन मेरा गाए ओम नमः शिवाय 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 पुष्प की माला ताल सजाओ गंगा जल पर कलश मिलाओ नव ज्योति की दीप जलाओ शरणों में नित शीश झुकाओ भाव विभोर हो कि भक्ति में रोम रोम रंग जाए ओ मन मेरा गाए ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ला 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 ओम नमः शिवाय अभयंकर शंकर अविनाशी मैं तेरे दर्शन की अभिलाषी जन्मों से पूजा की प्यासी मुझ पे करना कृपा जरा सी तेरे सिवा मेरे प्राणों को और न कोई न भाई ओ मन मेरा गाए ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः
Curry was originated in India from an actual curry tree. It consists of a mix of spices of which coriander, turmeric, cumin, and red chilies are almost always a constant. Today, we take you to one of the best curry houses in Trinidad.
Wait, that is a lot of production happening in the backstage, boy. Wow. I have no idea. Yo, you know, we eat curry probably on a daily basis, and I had no idea that so much production and so much processing goes into curry. You know, and now being Diwali time, I can imagine how busy you guys are. Vinayak, I want you to give me an overview of some of your products and the process involved.
All right. So today we actually saw the process of tamarind chutney being made, and
you'll see. Yeah.
yeah, and it's a process.
I realize that
from start to finish, there are steps involved that we take pride in to ensure that the customer receives the best quality possible. It includes proper management of the process and documentation and traceability, so that if anything goes wrong, there is always a way we can trace it back and find the source of the problem. Right? That's something we take pride in here at Chataka. Our workers, they are HACCP informed and trained, and they also had better processing control guidance, so they are certified to handle the process making of these products. Today we saw tamarind chutney being made, and we're talking about from start to finish, the tamarind must be pulped. From pulping the tamarind, we then go to the cooking process. The cooking process is where we blend together the recipe of the different ratios and all of the ingredients that you would need to make this final product in a vat, basically. We call it a kettle.
Okay.
Right? So inside of that kettle is where we would have all of the ingredients being cooked, and then it will be pumped into a holding bay, where it is then commenced in the bottling process.
Oh, okay.
So the bottling process then entails a production line of employees, and from filling the bottle to topping up the bottle to ensuring that the customer gets value for their money, right? To securing the bottle correctly with a hermetic seal and ensuring that there is no moisture being able to get in there. And all of this must be done during a certain time and at a certain temperature.
Oh.
And this is to meet FDA standards and ensure that the product is FDA approved and it could be accepted into all markets.
Okay.
Yeah. We also had in the tour, we also visited one of our packaging rooms where we saw, actually, Ravi, you got a chance to operate the machine.
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was good. It was fun.
It's plenty of work. You had to multitask.
It's fun. I enjoyed it.
All right. So, from procuring the raw material to then being able to load the machines and then operating the machines, it is a step-by-step process that requires a lot of scheduling, time, and thankfully we have the capable employees who work side by side, and they are skilled, they are trained to operate these machines. So in that process, we have the machine that would have been packaging a certain size of the product. At that point, we would then maintain a random check to ensure that the weight is being properly distributed by the machine. Again, to ensure that the customer receives proper value for their money. Right? And furthermore, we actually visited the milling room. And there you actually got to see
That's the one with the burners?
Yes. So the spices, the seeds have to actually be roasted, and that enhances the flavors. It brings out the earthy and rich oils in the product that would then add to the aroma of the final product, the aroma and taste of the final product. So part of that roast, after the roasting process is completed, it is then batched out and made available to the mills that would then grind these seeds to make the final product, which is curry. From that point, it is stored into bins until it is time for packaging, and then it will go into a machine similar to the saffron machine for packaging into the final product.
Okay. I remember sometime in our communicating, you would have mentioned that you would like to see people buying your product separated and grinding and blending their curry together. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we actually encourage our customers to not only buy our blended spice lines, but to research these spices, because not only do these spices are used for cooking, but they also have a lot of health benefits, right? So spices.
Tell me about that. I'm into health. Tell me about that. What are some of the benefits of some of the blended spices?
Coming to my mind, I know about methi. I'm seeing it right there. Methi, otherwise known as fenugreek,
Yes.
is a seed that, when ground and consumed, is good for health benefits concerning the intestines and the liver. Right? I mean, there are food scientists involved in this process who definitely add more value than me when it comes to that. But I mean, spices on the whole are used to promote your health.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So curry is actually good for you guys. It's healthy.
Remember, too much of something is never too good, right? Because you know what, you want to be able to, your body must be able to handle it. I don't want to encourage someone to try something that would then internally, right?
True.
But you know, it's something definitely look into, to research. There's a lot of information that you could find that will be beneficial to you.
And so for instance, if I wanted to use, like I wanted to research some stuff about the different blends and blend them together, could we get it for sale from you guys separated, the different blends?
Yeah. We offer each of the seeds that we showed inside of that bowl there, the magic bowl of seeds of spices. We have them available in ready-to-go sizes where you can then make your own blends of curry at home.
Oh,
yeah.
that is really unique.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, you also have the option to store them so that when you're cooking traditional Indian food or even Indian food from India, whatever restaurant Indian food, you add each spice individually to achieve the flavors.
That might actually be really interesting. I would like to try that because I'm in the process of learning to cook as well.
Right.
So instead of just adding the blended curry that everybody is accustomed
Have you
to.
met Sidhi?
Yes. Yes, I did.
She's the one to advise you more.
Cool. Gotcha. Okay, guys. So that brings us to the end of this segment, a trip to Chatak for Diwali. Vinayak, thank you so much for teaching us so much
pleasure,
about curry.
sir.
I had no idea about all these things that happens in the process of curry, and I'm definitely going to appreciate curry more. And that is Chatak curry. All right? Bodo! Earlier on, we were at Chatak's Food Factory. Now we are at Chatak's Food Kitchen. And I'm going to learn to cook curried aloo, chana, mango, and who knows, I might probably develop some kind of chutney pumpkin or something, I don't know. But right about now, to help me do so, I am going to learn to cook with one of the Caribbean's top recipe developers. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sidhi Sankar. Thank you for being here and making time
Thank you, Ravi.
to teach me to cook. I'm so excited. What are we cooking?
We are making chana and aloo, mango takari, and
Chutney pumpkin. Just get it.
fry sahina.
Fry sahina.
Right? So let's get straight in. Right here, I already have my pot preheating, and just gonna raise that heat up, and we're gonna go straight in with a simple curry dish.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna start with about two tablespoons of oil. We're just gonna eyeball that, right? A tablespoon is about.
I'm an average man, don't worry.
Right.
Someone want to stop, right?
Keep going. Okay, stop.
That is not 2 tablespoons, that's about 10 tablespoons.
No
But
boy.
anyway.
Now you have to remember that oil is something that will carry the flavor throughout the dish. And this is chana and aloo, and curry needs that little bit of oil to really soak in the flavors of the spices. So our first ingredient going into our pot is methi or fenugreek. And of course we're using Chatak methi.
Chataks.
Nice. And we're just going to add about a teaspoon of methi to that. You can eyeball that too. There we go. Lovely. And methi is also known as fenugreek, and it has a lot of antiseptic properties. So as our methi begins to change, and when it becomes that lovely caramel color, that's when we're going to go in with our other ingredients. Now that we have reached the point where the methi has come to color, we're going to add just about 1 cup of chopped onions. We have that there. And we have those lovely sliced onions. Just go straight into the pot with that.
Does this one, we have to kind of like Yeah?
Yeah,
Let's see. Oh, not that bad.
it's not too bad. Then we have 1 heaping tablespoon of garlic. You can add all of that in.
Oh.
Yep. Right. We have some pimento peppers already chopped. Go in with all of that. Like I said, flavoring the oil is the most important part of a dish. I have some chopped seasoning or shadow beni here.
Shadow beni.
Yeah, just go in.
Yeah.
As well as some hot pepper. So do you eat a lot of pepper?
I love pepper.
Okay, so just go straight in.
Should I just put like half?
I love pepper too, and I mean...
I'll put half to be safe because other people have to eat too now.
Right.
And what is this?
This is Chatak's green seasoning. So this is their fresh green seasoning, and we're going to use that a little bit later on. So
cool.
Ravi, take on the pot spoon and just give that a nice stir. So we talked about flavoring the oil, and this base is traditionally called a puran, burning the onion, garlic, and all these lovely aromatics. Again, is flavoring the oil and forming a nice rich base to our curry dish.
It looks rich.
It is. And you'll start to get that pepper coming up. And you know, a traditional curry dish is nothing without a pot knock. And I know you're just itching to knock that pot.
Yes.
So go ahead, Ravi, knock the pot.
Yes.
Now, Ravi, we're going to go in with our actual curries. So today we're using Chatak's loose curry powder, Chatak's saffron powder or turmeric powder, as well as Chatak's spicy curry masala. So eyeball just about 1 teaspoon. We're going straight into the pot with that curry, right?
You just tell me when to stop.
Right, so that's just about 1.5 teaspoons generous curry. Let's go in with spicy curry masala. So 1 teaspoon, okay, Ravi, 1 teaspoon. Right. Hold up there. So Rav, at this point in time, we're adding Chatak turmeric powder, and this is going to give a really nice, rich color to our curry. So go ahead and
Like
1
a
teaspoon.
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to begin frying this curry, and we really want this curry to cook well. So take your spoon and just stir it up. Right, so Rav, you would realize that your curry is starting to cook very well. It's going to start to stick to the bottom of the pot. And there are 2 ways we can go. We can add water to this curry and let it cook more, or we go straight in with our vegetables. Today we're going to go straight in with our vegetables. And why we're going to do that is because we want the curry to cook with those vegetables and really impart all its flavor to the vegetables. So I have there 2 cups of whole chana, soaked, boiled in salted water with baking powder. And the reason why we put a little bit of baking powder is just to help that chana get soft. So go straight into the pot with that.
Okay, here we go. Cha-na-na-na-na-na. Cha-na-na-na-na-na.
And I'm gonna give this a mix. And because our chana,
That looks yummy already.
it really does. And because our chana is already boiled, we're going to go straight in with our potatoes. So bring that in. And you're going to try to separate the potatoes from that water. Right? When you separate the potatoes from that water, a little bit will still come in. And it's going to give you that shh that you're looking for. So you go ahead. Right, and let me get some of that potato water inside of here as well.
Oh, good thing you said that. I was about to try.
Go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Very good, lovely. You didn't get your shh because I lowered on the fire, sorry. It will come in just now. At this point in time, we're going to turn our ingredients inside of our pot, and we're going to let this steam just a little bit. We know that it's time to add more water, salt, and other ingredients when the bottom of the pot starts to stick with that curry. Now, what's going to happen is that the spices that we have there are going to start to infuse into those ingredients, the chana, the aloo, and everything else. So we're going to cover it just ever so slightly and allow this to cook. Now, steaming this chana and aloo in this fashion, this is a technique that I use because covering the pot allows the pressure to build.
Yeah.
Allowing the pressure to build inside the pot is going to allow those pores in the potato and the chana to open up and really soak in those flavors. And that's exactly what you want in a chana and aloo dish. So allow this to cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we go in with some more seasonings, some water, salt, and we allow this to cook very well until the aloo is tender. Meanwhile, we're going to start with our mango curry.
Thank you so much for your time and teaching me how to cook these stuff. I mean, I never thought I would I never entertained the thought that I would do these things.
Right, entertaining the thought, but now you can entertain people with this food, right?
Yeah, going to feed everybody.
So
I have a catering company now. Okay, guys, let's eat.
Definitely.
बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम. Hey, come on everyone, clap with me. Hey, hey, hey. उसकी शोभा है विष्णु में उसकी शोभा है मोहन सी उसकी शोभा है मजनू में उसकी शोभा है मोहन सी तुलसी ने जब शीश झुकाया धनुष भनी कनखाई बनसी राम ही मैया राम ही जाने कन खंड में श्री राम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम. For those of you at home, I want to see you clapping your hands. Hey, 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 hey. लिपट लिपट के राम चरण में आँखों में गंगा जल भर ले लिपट लिपट के राम चरण में आँखों में गंगा जल भर ले श्री राम तो क्षमशील है पापों को स्वीकार तो कर ले श्री राम के चरण कमल जैसे वैकुंठ की काम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के
के चरणों में बनते बिगड़ी खां बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बनते बिगड़ी खां बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम बोल बोल तू राम रमैया जीवन फिर ना मिलेगा भैया भैया बोल बोल तू राम रमैया जीवन फिर ना मिलेगा भैया दुनिया तो धर्म चाल है मूर्ख राम ही पार लगाए नैया राम के चरणों में ही तू पाएगा विश्राम बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी खां बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम श्री राम के चरणों में बंदे बिगड़ी खां बोले बोले हनुमान बोलो भक्त सिया राम बोलो बजरंग बली की जय बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय If I were to tell you I'm standing in the geographical center of Trinidad and Tobago, would you believe me? Well, I am. Welcome to the Lakshmi Temple.
Temples in Trinidad. Temples are known as a structure designed to bring human beings and gods together. It is a symbolic house, seat and body of divinity for humans.
Diwali is known for celebrating and worshipping Mother Lakshmi. However, spiritual leader Sri Gajendra Kumar told us that Mahalakshmi should be worshipped and adored throughout our lives.
Ambe charan kamal hi teri Ambe charan kamal hi
There's a common saying that there is treasure in the ocean. Well, in Trinidad, we have our very own national treasure. Welcome to the Temple in the Sea.
हम बोले हैं जन्म जन्म की हम
This temple was built by Siridas Sadhu. It was completed in 1947. It took him over 20 years to build. He worked alone reclaiming land and sea, and he built a passageway with just brick, sand, rock and cement. And all he had was himself and one bicycle. The largest Hanuman Murti in the Western Hemisphere is located right here in Trinidad. Not this Hanumanji, that Hanumanji. Welcome to the Datta Yoga Center. We are here at the Datta Yoga Center and I'm here with Pandit Manudat and he's gonna give us a little brief history about the Datta one of my favorite places in the Caribbean with the largest Hanuman statue. Pandit Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
Can you give us a little history of the Datta
The Datta Yoga Center was established by our Sadguru, Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji from Mysore, India. He came here, I think the first time was in 1976.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And subsequently he had many other visits. He said that he came to the West in search of some good souls. And by this he further explained that these souls he had some connection with in previous janmas. So this in itself is testimony to reincarnation, one of the tenets of Hinduism. And Sadhguru, for those who are more familiar with him, is no ordinary human being or just another Swami from India. Sadhguru Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji is an incarnation of Dattatreya. Dattatreya is the Trinity in one form, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. That Trinity is in one form is known as Dattatreya. And in this Dattatreya incarnates very often in every age to continue his work and to continue molding humanity and taking care of all shishyas, all devotees, all what we call, in Trinidad parlance we might say, you have a guru and you have disciples. So all his disciples he will take care of. But the difference with him is he does not only stop at one lifetime, one of our lifetimes. He will continue to take care of us in all janmas. So hence his incarnation regularly to keep track of us and continuing to mold and develop and lift us closer to that goal of moksha. Yeah. So Sadhguru is, as we speak here, he is quite aware of all that I am telling you and all that you are not telling me. Yeah. Yes.
Well,
So
speaking of aware,
yeah.
we want to talk a little bit about that beautiful statue outside, that beautiful murti,
Yeah.
the Hanuman murti. When was it built?
Hanuman Murti is Hanumanji, let me say, is one of the principal deities worshipped by our parents and foreparents and so on from days of indentureship in Trinidad. Up to, and I dare say up to today and maybe for a long time in the future. Because Hanumanji and the Ramayana, the story of Ramayana, is what took us through all those perilous times, all those days of hardship and so on, suffering and what and what. So Sadhguru, as I say, is quite aware. He is himself awareness, let's say. So he knows what's in the hearts of all Trinidadians and what they would like. So he gave us this gift of Hanuman Murti. This 85-foot Hanuman Murti was consecrated in the year 2003. And it was built, hand-built, by the architect himself, the designer from India. He came with the workers. I think I can't remember, maybe about 20 workers, tradesmen, craftsmen that you might call, and they hand built everything, all the intricate designs and mortar work and what you see there would be according to the South Indian styling. And it was all done by those tradesmen. Some manual labor, yes, was done by Trinidadians, like foundation work and all those things, And but the actual murti and the lotus on which it is mounted, the temple and all the design work on the temple, all that was totally done by those devotees.
I understand that a helicopter was used for the first bath of the murti.
Yes. That was a very unique experience.
I can imagine.
And it was I must commend the pilot. He was very, very skillful. Because there you had this, I think, bamboo bucket, you call it, that they use in the forest fires. And it was loaded with water, holy ash, coins, flowers, all that we would have used for the actual hand bath of the Murti, all was put into that. And this pilot was able to maneuver so skillfully to get, although it was swinging, as you would appreciate, with the wind and the movement of the machine up there and so on. And he was able to position it exactly over the Murti and then release. It's quite a spectacle. If you look at the clip, then you would appreciate what I'm saying.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Pandit Manudat. It was a pleasure, and thank you for the history of the Datta Yoga Center. Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
This is Diwali with Ravi, also featuring Nisha B, Amit Dukram, and the band Karma. Brought to you by Digicel, 90.5 TTT, Chatak Foods, The Litter Store, UTC, Calco, and right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a really beautiful bhajan live concert performance. Do enjoy.
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और नारे तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं पालनहारे निर्गुण और नारे तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं हमरी उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं हमका ओ संभाले तुमरे हमरे रखवाले तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं निर्गुण और न्यारे तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं
सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमरे है बिनती दुखी जन को धीरज तो हारे नहीं वो कभी दुख से तुम निर्भल को रक्षा तो रह पाए निर्भल सुख से भक्ति को शक्ति दो,
भक्ति को
शक्ति दो। जग के जो स्वामी हो इतने तो अर्ज सुनो, है पट में अंधियारे तेरो भर ध्यान में उजियारे। ओ पालनहारे बिन गुण अंधियारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे बिन गुण अंधियारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। तुमरे बिन हमरा
कौन नहीं।
The next selection is dedicated to all the mothers viewing right now to enjoy Ma Chai Ambe Ma. This is Karma Live, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone locked on right now on the live stream. This one is for you, right? Namaste. Ma Jai Ambe Ma, Jai Durge Ma, Raksha Karo. Ma Jai Ambe Ma, Jai Durge Ma, Kripa Karo. माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, रक्षा करो। माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, कृपा करो। ओ पारा वाली चौपा वाली ये, ओ शेरावाली शक्तिशाली ये।
माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, रक्षा करो। माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, कृपा करो।
To those locked on in the Caribbean, North America, Europe, South Africa. Hi. मन में लगन हज़र न तकन, खुशी का खजाना तू। मैं ललचाओ घर घर लाओ, दिल को भराना तू। मन में लगन हज़र न तकन, खुशी का खजाना तू। मैं ललचाओ घर घर लाओ, दिल को भराना तू।
माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, रक्षा करो। माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, कृपा करो।
To everyone from Guyana, Suriname, Namaste.
रुते सुहानी खंड खंड पानी, तपन हरे मन की। लगन ये दूरी होती पूरी, आशाएं जीवन की। रुते सुहानी खंड खंड पानी, तपन
दुर्गे माँ रक्षा करो। माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ कृपा करो। The next selection is one of my favorites. If you don't hear this for Diwali, well, in Trinidad and Tobago, it don't feel like Diwali until you hear Mata Rani. Do enjoy. Feel free to sing along with us. You can clap your hand as well, right? It's beautiful bhajans here with Karma. माता रानी का ध्यान हरिए, माता रानी का ध्यान करिए, खान जब भी कोई करिए। माता रानी का ध्यान धरिए, माता रानी का ध्यान धरिए, खान जब भी कोई करिए। जय माता दी, जय माता दी, मिलके सब जब बोलो बोलो, जय माता दी, जय माता दी, मिलके सब जब बोलो। माता रानी का ध्यान करिए, माता रानी का ध्यान करिए, काम जब भी कोई हरिए। मुश्किल हो पल में टलेगी, हर जगह पे सफलता मिलेगी। कोई मुश्किल हो पल में टलेगी, हर जगह पे सफलता मिलेगी, हर जगह पे सफलता मिलेगी। सच्चे दिल से प्रणाम करिए, सच्चे दिल से प्रणाम करिए, काम जब भी कोई करिए। जय माता दी, जय माता दी, मिलके सब जब बोलो बोलो, जय माता दी, जय माता दी, मिलके सब जब बोलो। माता रानी का ध्यान धरिए, काम जब भी कोई करिए। सानी सरी सदा करता ममा, री Namaste. This is Diwali with Ravi, brought to you by Digicel 90.5 and TTT. We continue with some more beautiful bhajans. Here is Amit Tukram and Nisha B with the ever popular Sunalo.
दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार
दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता सिया राम के काज सवारे सिया राम के काज सवारे मेरा कर उधार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार
दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार अपरंपार है शक्ति तुम्हारी अपरंपार है शक्ति तुम्हारी तुम पर रीजे अवध बिहारी तुम पर रीजे अवध बिहारी भक्ति भाव से रो तू ही भक्ति भाव से रो तू ही कर दुखों से पार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार
हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता
दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता
दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता
सिया राम के काज सवारे
सिया राम के काज सवारे मेरा कर उतार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार
बंधन
सुन लो
सुन लो
मेरी पुकार
मेरी पुकार
वन सूत
विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती
Beautiful music here as you're listening and viewing the band Karma. Quickly, let me introduce you to some of the band members, starting with Casio. This is Casio on guitars. We have Adish on keys. I'll come back to my brother just now. We have Andal on drums, Kailash on tabla, Daryl on bass, and of course Ian Ocho on keyboards, our MD. Amit Dukram, Nisha B, and yours truly, Ravi B. But this band was founded by my brother, Arnold B. Samber. You all know him. You all know him as the engineer. But tonight, he's back on stage with us playing tabla. And we're going to sing a beautiful song, a beautiful bhajan in praise of Lord Rama. Do enjoy. Feel free to clap your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hey, hey. One of my personal favorite songs. I hope you enjoyed, right? आरती श्री रामायण जी की किरट कल तललित सिया बेगी आरती श्री रामायण जी की किरट कल तललित सिया बेगी गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद शुक संखादि शेष अनुसारद पढ़ने पवन सुत कीरतिनी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति करे तललित सिया बेगी आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति करे तललित सिया बेगी गावत वेद पुराण अष्ट दस छह शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुन जन धन सनतन को सरबस सर अंच समत सब ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति करे तललित सिया बेगी आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति करे तललित सिया बेगी संतत शंभु भवानी अर्घट समभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आर्य कवि पुंग बखानी काकभूषण गरुड़ केही आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति करे तरलित सियबी आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति करे तरलित सियबी कीर्ति करे तरलित सियबी कीर्ति करे तरलित सियबी We end with a very beautiful bhajan. The bhajan, the Lakshmi bhajan, that we look so forward to hearing on the night of Diwali, Bando Charan by Nisha B. much, ladies and gentlemen. A special thank you to Digicel, 90.5 FM, TTT, UTC, Chatak Foods, The Little Store, NFM, Diya Styles, Calouse, and everyone involved with this beautiful production. Thanks for viewing, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती खुड़ती मल मालती Everyone who's viewing right now, I want you to clap your hands with us. Yeah. Hey. ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती खुड़ती मल मालती ओ ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती खुड़ती मल मालती सारे दिल नू लंबुलावे तेरे हत्था दी मेहंदी ओ सारे दिल नू लंबुलावे तेरे हत्था दी मेहंदी नितु सुनते भी लाग वंग करती नितु सुनते भी वाग रंग करती कुड़ती मल मालती उड़ाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती ताए दिन न जवानी नल चलती कुड़ती मल मालती तेरे कोलो तुड़ना सीखे पंच धरिया दे पानी तेरे कोलो तुड़ना सीखे पंच दरिया दे पानी शाद कोई रिसलेती शाखोई बुड़ना रानी ओ शाद कोई रिसलेती शाखोई बुड़ना रानी मित सिंखुली नाक रंग कर दी मित खुड़िया ने बिच नहीं उड़दी उड़ती मल मालती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उड़ती मल मालती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उड़ती मल मालती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उदाए दिन न जवानी नल चलती उड़ती मल मालती